Welcome back to the Tracy Take. I'm Tyler here with my brother Ryan, and today we are breaking down the Kansas City Chiefs 2024 NFL Draft. There's a lot of fun this weekend watching all the selections here and seeing all the teams acquire their rookies for the 2024 season. So these will be the Chiefs selections. But before we do that, if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tackle that bell to get notified when new Chiefs videos come out. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the start of the Chiefs home opener that kicks off the 2024 season. So help us out by getting there as quickly as possible, hopefully, but by liking and subscribing to the channel. And so Ryan pulled the Chiefs first round here. Chiefs ended up trading up from the 32nd pick and giving their third round pick, move out a couple spots with the Buffalo Bills to go and get their guy Xavier Worthy. And so this is one too right after the combine. I think even too Patrick Mahomes mentioned something about or like he tweeted out like, holy cow, like that 4.2 140 that he had there, which is kind of fast, I would say. But this from there, I think it was just kind of speculative, and then the conversations that both organizations were having, it just kind of seemed like a match made in heaven here, and it's maybe a little bit higher than probably what we initially had put Xavier Worthy. But that being said, though, I do still really like the fit.
I did too. I went back and looked at it. I did 2 first-round mock drafts with the Chiefs taking him at 32. So it's not like, and to me, it was more just the fit. Like, you knew when he ran the 4.21 that he was a mid-second round pick. Like, oh, the Chiefs at 32 are going to be very interested in what Xavier Worthy has to offer. And he's not the traditional 4.2 guy that is like the straight line speed. He's very twitchy, runs great routes. Ironically, he does have some drops issues, which I think will fit in well down there. But I think Chiefs fans will be happy with this pick. I am curious, like I said, 4.2 guys that have run 4.2 at the wide receiver position have not historically worked out. So I'm curious to see if this will be different.
Well, this will be interesting as well. And maybe there's some examples that I'm just forgetting on right now, but with how open-minded the Chiefs are with their offense and their offense system and getting guys in space and being creative, especially onto like back-to-back Super Bowl champs, and really honestly like the lack of like explosiveness that I think that they had on the team last year. And I think there's a huge opportunity now, and we'll see what happens with Rashee Rice. But still, if you go look at that receiver room, still Rashee Rice, now it's Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and then you still have Travis Kelce. Those are 4 pass catchers that are just really well. Travis Kelce is not quick, but just really effective and really efficient. Mm-hmm. They can work well together to create a lot of space. I could see one of those guys going to each level of the defense, short, medium, and long, and his defense is just trying to figure out what to do. And when Patrick Mahomes reading the defense, best quarterback in the league, it's just going to be. I almost feel like it's just going to be like a pick your poison type of deal, especially if they all mesh together and once they get into a flow come early November. It's just who do we not want to have us beat today? Sorry. Who do we not want to beat us today? Rashee Rice has been hot. Like, all right, let's shut him down. Let's hope Xavier Worthy has a bad day or something like that, or vice versa. Just because now how all these weapons seem to be coming together.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like, especially too who they traded with. I said this in our Bills video already, but like, why? Like, the Chiefs have owned the Bills for 3 years in the playoffs now. Like, you let them go get their Tyreek Hill replacement, who's been the best weapon that they've had in the Patrick Mahomes era. Anyways, good job to the Chiefs for going up and getting it. They did pay, they probably paid a little extra for it, giving up that third rounder. But I don't know.
Well, and then that's a great segue too, because I'm just not realizing this. And the San Francisco 49ers also traded with the Chiefs to move up 1 spot to get Kingsley Suamataia, which I like this pick as well. I think that they definitely need some offensive line help. Also, moving up from Orlando Brown, and just in general, that offensive line for Chiefs standards, I felt was just not up to par really last year. And so I think this is a good addition here. I think a good project to move forward as well. Because I think even Trent Brown moved on from the team from last year.
Not Trent Brown.
You're right, not Trent Brown. Who was the guy?
Orlando Brown.
No, sorry, Donovan Smith.
Oh, Donovan Smith. Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's off the team, right? I'm getting my names.
Yeah, I believe he is. I think he only signed a 1-year deal. So yeah. This guy, very athletic on Bruce Feldman's freak list, but he is going to be a little bit of a project. He can get wild with his hands at times, but this was a guy I was hoping the Patriots would draft. So 6'6", 315. Again, very good athlete, can get out, block well in space. But yeah, so.
Well, and sorry, I will say then too, because like now you look at that tackle room, you have Juwan Taylor, Wanya Morris, who is freakishly athletic, who they drafted last year, and that they developed over 2023. Now you have Kingsley Suamataia, and then they still have as a backup, and Lucas Niang still as a backup as well. Just all four of those tackles, just solid tackles. You know, I think the two Kingsley can swing around as well, just in case if somebody got hurt. So I think a good developmental piece overall.
Yeah, for sure. So let's move on. I don't believe they have a third-round pick after they traded it to the Bills. So let's move on to their day 3 picks here. Jared Wiley, a really good height, weight, speed tight end. Needs some refinement, I think, in his route running, but going to be in a tight end 2 role, which is where I think he should be. Jaden Hicks and Hunter Norzad, I think, are just 2 good picks that kind of fell down to them here as well.
Yeah, so I know they have the Creed Humphreys center, but I think just having a backup center or just a good backup interior offensive lineman, who I think Hunter Norzad is, it just fell a little bit here in this draft just because it was just really just a good draft class in general. So good value overall. And then Kamal Hayden and then CJ Hansen, as you already mentioned here. Just a couple of late day 3 guys.
Yeah. So Tyler and I, we graded each of the drafts that we are reviewing. So let's go ahead and show off our grades here. I gave them a B+. You gave them a B. Why? I believe a B is kind of our average. Why a B?
So I like that they traded up to go get the guy that they want, but then they gave up a 3rd overall. I would have loved to maybe if they addressed a little bit more of the secondary, just because moving on from Ladarius Need. They have a very young defense overall, and they did re-sign Chris Jones, but I think maybe just losing Ladarius Need, maybe they try and go and replace him with one of the higher picks. So moving up and going and getting Xavier Worthy, I guess worth it totally offensively, but it did sacrifice you then that 3rd round pick. And I think we'll kind of have to wait and see because I wasn't as high on Xavier Worthy, a super high speed guy as well, but I thought they were still just better receivers overall. Mm-hmm. But I could absolutely be wrong. I'm sure I'll probably be wrong when the Chiefs win their 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Yeah, I liked Xavier Worthy. I thought he was a 2nd-round wide receiver. Just he's undersized. He's like, what was he, 168 pounds running that 40. So like when he's actually playing at like true football weight, he's not going to be running a 4.21, but he's still very, very fast and he's very twitchy. He's a good route runner. To me, you just don't see a lot of guys with his physique work out at the NFL level. They just can't hold up to the abuse. And even at Texas, we saw him get banged up at times playing in the that like Big 12 SEC mashup schedule that they had this last season. So, but all in all, I liked Kingsley Suamataia. I liked Xavier Worthy. They forfeited some of their picks there, but even like the Kamal Hayden pick there on day 3, I really liked as well. I think that was a good day 3 snag. So.
It was a good draft. Like I mean, there's only a handful of teams where I really sit back and kind of question like their overall picks and selections. But for the Chiefs here, we graded them the drafts against one another. So there's only 1 A+, for example. And so I think here, I think it was just a good, solid draft. It's good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and wrap up this one here. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of the Kansas City Chiefs 2024 draft. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you have done differently? And on that, we will see you guys next time.